in my head. I had to do that, guys. I had to do that. That was so funny. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah. When I dream about you dancing. Wow, that was a fun little intro, huh? Everybody. Wow. I feel like 50 years of playa dust from Burning Man was just got all up all over my face. Okay. Woo. Oh my God, that was so gross. I can literally, the playa dust from Burning Man is blowing all up in my nostrils. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. And thank you for coming to, I was like, I still got so much energy from the last little thing. Oh, I'm going to also plug in my mic here, even though you probably can hear me fine from the computer. Otherwise, one of y'all would have already yelled at me in the chat. There, who knows, but I can hear it now correctly. Okay, so welcome to episode 10A. I'm going to be showing more photos of the Int Ranch and photos of just Cadet, Pac Ranch, Int Ranch, Clearwater, any kind of childhood lifestyle story. So if you basically, I might pop up photos from Pac Ranch. I might pop photos from whatever. It's just, we're talking about the whole structure and the whole, like the whole imagery of the cadet and what a child is at the Cadet Org and what the norm is. Even to this date, where some people are still coming out of their shells and they're thinking, oh yeah, you know, I'm totally supportive of the SPTV community. And they're saying things like that they don't even understand. They still haven't even, anyways. So we're all learning and we all learn at our own times. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But this is good that we're doing this, because this is all helping everybody to even come forward even a little. Whatever they can do to come forward when they can, I guess, is the best time for everybody, right? So on that note, y'all, I did have a fun little convo with Vanessa and Karen, and that was so cute at the very end when Vanessa was popping up and showing Liz all the, like, saying like, ha ha, we've been here, you little pumpernickels, cutie patooties. Anyways, that was really funny. So I want to invite Liz up here. I am showing ranch photos and Int Ranch photos and Pac Ranch. I'm going to go through whatever I have. That's the whole point. As long as they're on the record, they're on the record, right? So there we go. So whenever Liz, if you're ready, you let me know. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Hi, guys.
Cuties.
Hi, everybody.
I wanted to just say hi real quick because I was helping her get set up for her first stream, and we are broadcasting from Liz's channel, from her SPTV channel. And we just wanted to say what's up together. I put my crown on for you. I saw you put your special goldenrod on. She's got her goldenrod.
I could find
Donkey Kong though, so hey.
Yeah, I love
Golden
it.
donkey peels. But just wanted to say hi, you guys. I might pop back in later, might pop in from my channel. You just never know. So have a lovely conversation, okay?
Yay. Thank you, baby.
Okay, I'm going to put it back on her headphones real quick.
Your crown is amazing, you angel freaking queen, baby, freaking goddess love.
I can't hear you anymore, but I love you.
I was like, I was talking to Liz. What if I was like, Liz, I was talking to you.
Oh, my bad.
No.
My bad.
That's so funny.
I brought my nectar. Let's
Good. Your little rockstar energy drink. I brought whatever the fuck I'm drinking.
Mine's sugar-free.
It's always something.
You know the deal.
I also do like sugar-free things. Like, I like sugar and things a lot. So I always tend, if I can, if there's like a possible yummy sugar-free option, I'll be like, okay, fine. I'll do that. because I know I'm a crazy human and I love yummy sweets. I have no restrictions on food as of what I know so far. And I'm an energizer bunny naturally in my brain. So even if my body was supposed to be like some big, really, like, I don't know, then it just wouldn't work because my brain is just like ready to work and do things all the time. Like I love getting shit done. I'm like, oh my God, life is too short. Let's go. But then I also love relaxing, and that takes a lot of time to relax. Like then if I'm going to fully relax, then I also need like a good time out in the desert away from the whole societal norm of life. That'll be the best way to relax me. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere, camping, doing something great.
See, I guess I'm kind of nerdy because like my idea of camping is in an RV. Because I've got to have access
no, that's
bathroom.
That's not nerdy. And first of all, there's ways to poop in the wild and pee-pee in the wild and do all kinds of things in the wild that you're just not used to, or you've just never realized, oh, this is really simple and easy. Oh, cute.
Yeah. No.
Don't worry, baby Liz. We gonna get you there one step at a time. Okay, good.
I'm sure my other half would love it.
Oh yeah, you will. It'll blow your mind, honey. Watch. The fact that we're connected and we have parents that are at the same freaking prison and the same prison in their minds as well. Like,
yep.
So the fact that we're friends for life now, period.
Yep,
like that's how it is. Me. This is, yeah. Oh, I'm stuck with you. I like that. I like when somebody's like, you're stuck with me. And I'm always the boss that's like, no, you're stuck with me. And I'm going to show you how cool somebody can love you. I'm always like,
yeah, because we're going to show people what we didn't get.
Yeah. And also a lot of people are just so sadly, like in this generation, what are we in? August 17th, 2023. Right now, a lot of people, even if they're really loving and sweet in their heart, and they only show that if you really get to know them. So like by the time you really get to know people in the world, there's so many sweet people that when they are just open, you can kind of detect them right away. Like if they're open and they're great, you can kind of detect, I don't know. I feel like I can kind of detect it right away. And then there's some people where I'm just like, oh, this person's complaining a lot about something that happened 15 years ago. And there's no movement from that point. And it's just like, you're kind of stuck in this bubble and that's like your comfortability. That's where you're comfortable. That's where you want to be. I don't know who the fuck, right? I am very much about creating and being energetic and having the energy to clean out and do new things and build this. And okay, that didn't work. Let's work. Ooh, I try to never be like, oh my God, I did all this. It's like, no, I'm doing all this every single day. And every single day is so creative and so loving and so beautiful. And of course, even in the moments in my sadness and my intense, like hard times or whatever, I'm also going, this is so upsetting. Nobody understands me. This is so crazy how deep this is. And then it just kind of is like, gives you the strength of also being like, wow, I just went through that by myself.
Yeah.
And we never were even allowed to do that. It is the hard part, but so is picking up fucking 40-pound, weights. And then eventually that you're like, oh, this is easy. And somebody else is like, that's so hard. And you're like, yeah, I used to say that too. So it's like the same thing.
It all starts somewhere.
Yeah. Liz, you're so fun. You're so cool. I don't know what it is about us. I feel like we're both maybe little seedlings of Sea Org parents, obviously. But I feel like we also have this, and it could also totally be a tomboy kind of Sea Org thing. But I feel like we naturally have a sort of natural kind of energy that is, we're both like, yeah. Like we're our young selves.
I got in trouble a lot.
We're always like, we speak out.
I would be like, I would do the whole, are you okay? You don't look like you're smiling. You need to smile.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the person's smiling and I didn't even think about the tone scale at the time. I'm just like, hey, hopefully that made your day a little better. Oh, I'm in lower conditions. Fantastic. I'm going to take them with a badge of honor.
I like how that just came right out of the left field. Oh, I'm in lower conditions. Right. Because all of a sudden it would just be like, oh, I just got this. Oh, and now you have to go see the ethics. And then you're going to see the ethics officer and you're like, Well, something like this, I mean, either one of us could be the ethics officer. That's the point. Is like we were able to hold any position in the organization. So either one of us could have been the ethics officer. This is so funny. This should have just been a Liz and, you know, this is Lara FM and Liz chatting about our parents at Gold episode. But this is an Int Ranch Photos and video talk. But
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, this is so cool that you're here because you have the background of the intensity of what it's like to go to somewhere like Gold or the Int Ranch base and to know the whole entrapment and how far you can be and who and why gates are here and here's the codes and everything. So this is great. And also I am also absolutely supporting any other cadet or anybody who has a parent inside the Sea Org, specifically somebody that their parent either went to the Gold base or up at Int base, any of those positions, or their children have become susceptible to this kind of crap where their parents, where they were at the Int Ranch or the Int base or Clearwater Cadet Org or the Pac Ranch. And because you know why, Liz, is because the parents actually shift around eventually. Like Barbara Tompkins, who was Sterling and Nathan Tompkins' mom. I just was remembering their whole family thing with Justin Miscavige and Justin Tompkins really being Justin Tompkins and not Justin Miscavige. That blew my mind the other day. I was like, what? I only know Justin Miscavige as Justin Miscavige. Anyways, that was a cadet thing. Long story longer. All I'm saying is it's super cool that everything is actually tied together. Everything, all of us, when we're talking and telling, I didn't know this. Every single time I keep going on our channels and doing another video and being like, okay, here we go. Boom, Amy Scobie. Oh, boom, Claire tells me something. I'm like, what? You know, there's so many things.
It blows your mind a little bit.
It's kind of like, why was this hidden from us? There's no reason this basic information should have been hidden from us, but it clearly was. So the things that weren't told to us that we're now catching make so much sense now. They literally are filling holes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Absolutely. Because, you know, when
like
Mark
even the fact that somebody told you your freaking dad is dead, that's filling a hole now as to why they didn't want you to be close to your dad.
Yeah.
Many times your dad has tried to blow. Your dad tried to blow though multiple times. He doesn't want to be there. He does not want to be there. He has been convinced and hypnotized and brainwashed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm getting heated up. I feel like a pale blue ghost, mystical. Is that just me in this outfit or do I need to change the setting on my lighting?
And your setting is purple. Yeah.
Oh, is it
if
purple?
You're not worried about it.
No, should I make it more orange, like SP color? SP,
what?
You know, SP.
Keep the purple. I like the rock.
Okay.
Because it makes you stand out. If you match in colors, we're kind of fair. Let's be real. We're super fair. We're not trying to.
We're gonna keep.
We're not trying to stand out more than we already do.
Okay, cool.
Or have our skin disappear in some white background.
Okay. I'm not going to change anything. I'm putting it away. Okay. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy everybody is happily here and very... by the way, you're Liz, you're totally allowed to be kind of highlighting any questions or comments of people in the chats or anything that you feel. Okay. You can, and you know, there's a little star there. You can go to the top right and there's a star. So if there's a question and you're like, oh, that's a good question, and I'm chatting away about something, just highlight, just put a star on the thing. Does that make sense? Am I asking like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
I've seen B do it enough times.
Yeah, that was really good. I was like, oh, wait, do I really have to explain this? Okay, good. No. So, Liz, this is so fun. So what we're going to do is basically on episode 10, I was talking about the photos with Sam Francis, who was a previous Int Ranch cadet. I don't know if you know him, but he is the brother of Miriam Francis. Do you know Miriam Francis?
They sound familiar. I'm shit with names, except like certain ones.
They have a mother who is currently at the Gold base.
Okay, good. Hey,
Sam
we need
Francis,
that information.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm just spitting it out, whether you know Sam Francis or their parents. Our parents are all together at the gold base. So that's pretty not exciting. It just feels more encouraging when I'm encouraging somebody else like you to go and raise this money and go to gold base and do this and demand a conversation from, you know, I just love it.
Absolutely. Because the whole point of this is not to be nasty, because we're not trying to be like them. We're trying to be us, and we are combating that
though. We are there, and we know what we're up. We know what we're up against already. That's why we're able to just go, no, let me take my anxiety medication in front of you. Let me
before my heart jumps out of my throat.
Yeah, because it's almost like, you know, at the same point when somebody finally decides to leave the Sea Org or Scientology, it's almost the equivalent of being like, all right, I'm giving up my life.
I cried. Did you cry?
Oh, I cried a zillion times.
To the point of like snot bubbles.
Oh, I was yelling at the security guy people that were trying to get me to stay. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm never going back. Stop. I was like, if you don't let me go, I basically was like, I'm gonna go crazy. I was like, you think I'm crazy now. I was like, I'm not even actually crazy. I was like, and I don't know why. Whoa. So a lot of people use this thing about they would kill themselves, right? Or sorry, I'm not kill themselves. They would threaten to say, and they truly did feel this at times. And add a way to be able to leave the Sea Org faster. I'm going to kill myself, or I've been having a lot of thoughts about this. That is the quickest way you will get. I should put this on my tips for getting out of the Sea Org quick. Yeah.
You want to hear mine? Mm-hmm. So what I did was I was pretty much gone. My brain was gone. My mind was gone. I didn't think anyone gave a shit about me or loved me. I waited till the person that was watching me closed their eyes, and then I ran to the top of the building and tried to jump off the roof.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that, and that's insane. And that made me so angry and so...
Like, I was spent. I was to the point where there's no coming back from this. Like, okay, I'm done.
And the way that Scientology's technology about when you do drop your body, you'll just drop your body and you could just come back and get a new one, as if it's that normal.
If it's that
they make
simple,
that so normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's just that easy. Yeah. So exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. People go to extreme situations. And for me, I remember this moment where I was so angry as a child and somebody locked me up in a closet and I was in the middle of fucking screaming at them. I was so upset, and they were like, because there's an L. Ron Hubbard policy. I don't know if you know this, an L. Ron Hubbard, whatever they call it, FO, that says something like, if a child is feed him. If the put him to bed. If they're still dramatizing or something, lock them in a closet until, like, there is something where it says lock them in a closet or something like that.
Yeah, but when you don't have a closet, you get locked in a bathroom.
Totally, it was the same thing. So they lock it from the outside, so the person outside can unlock it, but you can't. So I was kicking the door, So I just remember these really horrible times, and I remember thinking, oh my God, I don't want to be in this life anymore. But I don't want to die.
Oh, I was ready to die.
Isn't that crazy? I was like, I don't want to die, but I don't like this life anymore. Like, I was like, how do I end this life but still stay alive? Isn't that crazy? And I had no idea of any other life. There was no other, like, oh, I want to do some other life. I was just like, anyway, yeah.
I can't do this one anymore. Yeah.
I was like, I'm so fed up. I'm not fed up. I was a child. I was just like, I'm so fucking done. I'm so done. I'm so done. And then I was thinking, well, what does that mean? I'm done with life? And I was like, no. I remember thinking this I remember having this conversation in a locked bathroom. It was they like to call it a closet, but in fact, there was one time they put me in this tiny closet. It was a cleaning closet, and I just kicked. It was like a thin door. And I guess as a kid, I was really strong, obviously, because we were working all the time. But
Yeah,
I was like
muscles.
10 years old. Yeah, we had really strong muscles, and I kicked the very thin, strong door. But it wasn't like wood. It was just like kind of a cheap door, and I just broke it open. So then so she dragged me and put me in the lounge bathroom and locked it so that I could just scream in there and try to break that door, which was a metal handicap door. So it was not gonna.
Yeah, that's not.
Wow. Yeah, I don't want to go on a whole. Actually, it doesn't matter what this is. Yeah, we're talking about this.
Whatever you want to do.
And I'm going to present the photos, and I'm sure all of this crap is going to come up. So yeah.
Before you present the photos, though, have you ever taken nutrition? Just any nutrition class?
Wait, you mean in food nutrition?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a huge food fanatic, huge nutrition fanatic. The only reason I can drink and be happy and crazy and loving the way I am and float around and do the things I do is because I give my body the best, ultimate, yummiest, healthiest food and everything. I juice all the time. I do everything. And I work for, So I'm very much into all that. Think
about it. So when we were kids, when I was taking nutrition, all I could think of is when we were kids at Pac Base, what would we get to eat? Like most of the time we didn't get lunch, so we got breakfast. So, and again, scrambled eggs. Some people put ketchup on it. Oh. Some people like got there in time to have cold, hard as a rock toast. Some people got there in time to have like the leftover bottom of the barrel oatmeal. And so I was thinking about it one day and I was just like, holy shit, we were barely eating 500 calories a day.
I mean, you're so cute for going through this. I mean, please inform me. Yeah. I mean, not on the stream, but I would like to know what you've broken that down to, because to me, it just seemed crazy that all I go back to is like all the chemicals we were dealing with, like no matter what food, whether it was healthy or not. And it was just, I go, yeah, but the only thing our bodies were doing were literally processing bleach and ammonia from scrubbing and Bon-Ami and just like I don't know. I just was like, okay, so like hopefully whatever we were eating, that was just, because we were not allowed sugar, apparently, but we were allowed to have a plum from the tree. So there were some things that we still did get naturally, and like good ways that, like messed up ways that, probably we weren't overdosing on sugar. But you know what I mean? It's just like, it never once were we thinking like, this tomato is so good. The vitamin C. We didn't have the knowledge of what the heck was so important about a tomato that we were harvesting for these executives and doing all this work for the future of Scientology, basically. Like, yeah. So speaking of so speaking of that, let's go into some photos of that. Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah. Show me some photos.
And you get to now see, let me close that. You get to now see some stuff from the Int Ranch stuff. And I was going to pull up some Pac Ranch, but I'll wait for Pac Rancher or somebody that will be able to jump in and be able to be like, oh my God.
Are you talking about the blue tarp or the one that was across from bridge?
Oh, no, the Pac Ranch Cadet Org.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the CEO or the ATA. None of that. But anyways, okay. So right here, this, I'm basically just going to be talking about, wow, there's so many things here I'm looking. Okay. So yesterday we were like at the motels. So I'm going to pull up. Oh, we did talk about that. Oh, what is this one? Did you see yesterday, Liz? I did a whole thing about I did like a whole review of like the gold base when we went up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I watch your videos.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. I was just gonna say, wasn't that dope to finally be able to show like, no, this is like the visual that you would be filming if you were going up to the gold base. Okay, so let's go to oh, this is so funny. I'm just looking, I'm like, where to start? No, we're not going to start there. So, small cadets. So I kind of wanted to give people and you're going to probably, this is probably going to sound, I mean, these are probably going to look familiar. A lot of these I'm just going to pop up because there were images sent to me of like just the normal idea of what it would be for cadets to be working. And they're like, yeah, but at what age does this start? And I said, well, I started looking through here. Let's open up this one, for example. I started looking through, how do I do this? Present, share screen, photo. There we go. Okay. Do you see that, Liz?
Mm-hmm.
So these kids here are all children / cadets. They're getting groomed, as the outside world would call it. They're being groomed to become cadets. And cadets are doing things like this, picking up big, huge rocks and building big platforms and sidewalks with these big rocks. Do you think, I mean, what do we know? We were raised in this cult, right? So this, I don't think I've even seen this in any other quote unquote religion outside in the outside world where in under the pressure and under what we knew, how we were in this photo. Like this wasn't just like, oh, we're all just having fun picking up a rock. This is like, no, this was happening for 2 hours. There would be a chain. This is called a chain. And look, even the cadet in the back is going like, oh, are they going to be able to carry that? That's pretty heavy. So it's like a chain to carry. And these things are built to make sidewalks and rock walls on the property. And so when we get Social Security and people coming in, they're not seeing this happening. They're seeing the end product of a beautiful ranch or a beautiful property that doesn't look so bad. And that beautiful property is built by all these kids. Right. And when they first got there, it was fucking flat, disgusting land, like unused, like, you know, nothing to be where children should be growing up and living their lives. Anywho,
like, I still remember I was like, I think I was like 6 years old when I learned how to fix a sprinkler.
Right.
6 years old.
Same with me.
The purple gunk, and then another two.
I think I might have been, sprinkler. Well, we're talking about PVC piping and PVC glue. We would put that really stinky blue glue in the middle of, everybody knows, if you know about PVC piping, you know what we're talking about. I was doing that. I was fixing, and I felt so cool because I was like, oh my God, I can make, like, it's not that like learning things wasn't fun for a normal child brain, but being under the pressure of being at the Cadet Org, or being under the pressure of just being a child under the pressure of anybody doing work that is like physical hard work. It's not that it's not fun to learn. It's that you must learn this. And later, now that we're in the outside world, we're going, wow, that's really cool that we actually knew how to learn that. But that's not the reason we were learning it. We weren't learning it to better our future. We weren't learning it to like help this is going to give us a big business someday. And like, we were doing this to make sure all the water, every single row of the Int Ranch, of the farm that, you know, this, I'm talking about the Int Ranch specifically, all the farms, all the rows that we built and created and made that were growing all these organic vegetables would have proper water lines. It wasn't about having fun making, anyways. So yes, we know how to harvest and be a provender and like whatever, but also this was all under like really intense, not like at your own will.
Yeah, I would say conditioning.
And underage. I was gonna say the whole time underage, and there's no like, 100% conditioning. I call it grooming because you're slowly being like, I'm just slowly, we're gonna slowly teach you how to be the way we want you to be. Anywho, so it starts off young like that, right? So we have, I want to show, I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go through a bunch of random stuff, but I want to go to right here. What were you going to say, Liz? Say anything. You were just going to say about the grooming?
Yeah, it felt more like grooming, like.
Right. It wasn't like we're all picking up the rock. It was like, good, we're all a team and we're all taking this heavy messed object and we're carrying it from this point to this point. And then later on in your formative year, like your brain is, you're going to think all this is normal things. No, we're taking this, I'm taking this body and I'm shipping it here. And you're not going to call it like covering up a murder or whatever, because you're just like taking a body and putting it somewhere. It's not.
Yeah.
You're right. Right. Is that
absolutely. Because then you turn around and like, oh God, forgive you, no, let's not bring that into it. So let's just say, Lord have mercy on your soul if you dropped something, if you didn't put something together correctly, no matter if you were young or not. I remember I had to move a brick somewhere and I accidentally dropped it and it scuffed my hands and my knees. And I had to scrub a 10 by 10 box because I needed to make amends for dropping this brick.
Right.
Cool story, bro.
Because you should be fully responsible for the messed object you're in control of. Okay. Did you ever have these were the normal like ranch dorms at the Int Ranch? This is how this is how they wanted it. This is how it was. This was there's no photos, there's no pictures. They let us have a few stuffed animals at the beginning, and then eventually it just got really strict, like keep it simple and clean. But this is a PR image of how a dorm looked at the Int Ranch. And they use this as a photo on the Scientology sites. But this is so disgusting because look at how this is a child's dorm. Let's think about this, guys. This is a child's dorm. These are children from 10 years and under, maybe 12 and under, right? Why does a child's dorm look like this if they are enjoying and living their lives?
Let's not forget the hospital corners that are so perfect, and you can't have one side longer than the other. You got to start over. You better be able to bounce a quarter off that.
100%. They even made courses, check sheets, which are the same things that everybody does when they take a course or some sort of service of Scientology. They make you do a course. And on this course, we had, even as children in our grooming, we were made to do how to make a bed course, how to do this. So as children, we think, oh, we just have to learn this because we're kids. And that's how normal kids learn to be adults. And so we have to learn all this.
There's a part of me that's like, oh, you guys got the wooden beds? Like, why the fuck did we get the World War II beds?
We took sand. We took huge sand machines or our own palms on a sand and sanded those dressers down to nothing, and then took the varnish and then the stain. We did the stain and made them, and don't overstain them with our hands, by the way, bare hands. Yeah, sometimes you're supposed to be wearing gloves. Not when you have a time and you have to have it done by. So we're staining all these dressers. We're the ones making this look so good. We're the ones doing this. This is a dorm that you would call a white glove inspection pass.
Yeah.
Because you could take a white glove and put it anywhere in any of the surface. There's not one particle on that floor. Anyway, so this is a PR photo from Scientology's website. So I'm just letting y'all see that. But that was the standard. That's the standard of, oh yeah, that's where we grew up. That's what we would call our home. All y'all like with going back, oh, where are you going for the holidays? This is where we would go.
What are you talking about? What's holidays?
Yeah, holidays. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's not true. Occasionally I did get sent up to my grandma's for like Christmas. I got to spend like a couple weeks, like not a couple weeks. Like usually it was like 2 to 3 days I would get to spend for Christmas. And my grandma was a Georgia peach. She was just the rotten kind. All she would do is just talk about how, my mom got us warped and twisted into this stuff, and I didn't understand what the hell she was talking about.
Yeah.
Now I do. Yeah. But in the moment, I'm just a kid that just can't wait to get back and see my friends. Oh, yay, those fucking crates. Sorry, I'm going to cuss a lot. Shit, maybe I should.
So this is a cadet. She was a cadet, and now she's in Clearwater. And the last I know, she was on the RPF in Clearwater. Apparently for charging somebody's credit card, where they're, you know, they force every Steward member, you have to get all the you have to have a certain amount of basics sold and da. She charged some credit cards that she shouldn't have charged or something, and so she's on the RPF, or maybe she's finished. I have no idea. Anyways, her name is Gaelic Gualtieri. Her name is Gaelic Gualtieri, and her father, Pat Gualtieri, and Sarah Gualtieri were both people at Gold Base who definitely know who Bob Ferris is. And I believe both of them are no longer, no, I think Sarah definitely is still at Gold Base. But I know her dad, Pat, left, and I'm not sure if he's still here or around or whatever, but just want people to know that's Gaelic Gualtieri. She was one of my best friends in the Sea Org in Clearwater, at the ranch, everything. I love her. I hope she fucking leaves and someday comes and finds me. Anyways, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Gaelic Gualtieri.
My best.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say.
Go ahead.
I was just going to finish and say these potatoes and stuff. There she is, Gaelic Gualtieri. She has Pat Gualtieri and Sarah Gualtieri's face. So amazing. Anyways, these potatoes we grew, you see in the background over here, we have you see all those bins of lettuce right there? Like, this is just the norm. We would be rinsing and cleaning, and all this gets shipped off to Gold. We'd be pulling all these potatoes out of the ground from the dirt and the rows and the T-tape and the watering and all that we did. Clean them, prep them, put them in crates, and send them off to Gold Base for Mr. COB and his executives.
Hey, well, at least you didn't have to peel them. In Florida, we would get this like giant fucking pile, and it would be, I mean, I was a short kid, so maybe it wasn't as big to everybody else, but it would literally be this giant pile, and we would sit there, and I can't tell you how many times kids got their fingers, there'd be blood in the potatoes, and I'm just like, I don't want to eat.
Oh, God. You mean because they would be like shaving
Yeah, we'd have to shave the potatoes for the cooks.
Yeah.
And we were kids.
Shave the potatoes for the cooks.
Yeah. It was not fun. But I got really good at it. So maybe it was, because now I know how to.
Well, we also had to find fun in the random things that you know what I mean? Like, we were allowed to have fun at certain things. Well, not at certain things. We were only allowed to have fun with the only things we were allowed to have. So in those, we had to find fun of whatever, whether it was horrible, it felt torturous, or whatever. I don't know. I just think it's insane. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, because looking at it now, it's horrible. But back then, no, I thought it was fun.
Right? Because we didn't have another thing to reflect on. And not fun. It just felt like it's not fun to argue or be upset with another person who's older than you and making you feel like shit. That's no fun. Yeah. But it is fun to build rock walls like this. So like we built these rock walls and those rocks that, like, for example, those little children were hauling and putting together. We would do a whole, you know, they call it a chain, where you would hand one rock to the next one so it wouldn't be so hard. And then boom, you get the, you know, the old fashioned way, I guess. But so eventually we would haul these rocks all from the creek, down from the creek. That was the natural riverbed. I bet y'all find a photo in there. And we would build these rock walls. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. We built all this, like all these things, like, so to go back there and see like, oh yeah, look, we put these rock walls in. And I remember this, oh my God, this fire hydrant right here. Oh, we would drink water straight out of the fire hydrant.
I do remember they opened a fire hydrant once in Los Angeles because it was really hot and we played in the water.
Oh, yeah, we did that a bunch. They would just hose us down. They were like, all right, hose them down. They got their projects complete. Like whenever the pool was completely dirty or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Cray. Liz, thank you for being here and helping me go through all these little photos, especially since you were never at the Int Ranch. So I don't know if this sounds.
I wasn't. I'm totally intrigued by what you guys went through, because realistically, I wasn't part of the cadet academy until I reached Florida. And then it was scrubbing dumpsters, scrubbing the kitchen, using degreaser on the floor, not understanding why my toes are on fire. Like, but I got my job done.
Yeah.
Like, every single day.
Not understanding why my clothes. That's over. Yep. So here's another thing. So I think you saw this on the background of the other one, but right here we call this area the fire pit. But over here, I'm going to zoom in. You see these trees? We planted all these trees around this fire pit. And in the middle, you see this lamp post right here? Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
That's a lamp post. It's a lamp post. Oh, whoops, sorry. Whoa, zoomed in way too far. That's a lamppost that they took off, or it probably fell off because nobody is taking care of it. I mean, these are all just things that we built. Like my brother and old cadets from in the 90s in 1993, they built these lampposts. I'll show you other, here, I could zoom in. So they look like this. I just don't understand why there's no lights. I guess because there's no electricity on this property at the moment. I have no idea. Actually,
or maybe they don't have enough kids to fix that.
Oh, that's true. Now. That's right. They don't have
other stuff.
They're just like normal humans now that live there. So anyways, we called this area the fire pit, and it's surrounded by these trees. And I'm gonna find a picture. Let me look in my little pictures here. But why I'm bringing up the fire pit is because this is where we did a lot of the training, like all of our intruder drills and fire drills, and it would be like, go to the fire pit, and if an alarm went on, go to the fire pit. So if I can,
but don't walk. You better be running, like hauling ass.
Yeah, unless it's an earthquake drill. That's the only time you're not running.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much. I'm trying to see if there's any oh, this is fun. Oh my God, there's so much. I just don't know. What's this one? I think this is yeah, I showed you the outside of the gold. I was gonna click on that, but you already saw it. You saw the gold base shit from the other episode we just did. There's so I'm like, which ones? If you can't see anything I'm clicking on, right? Oh, here's an out view. I should click on this because this is at least an out view of here we go. Present share screen. This is where you can see that. So right here, you see the lamppost. This is like how the lampposts were. There's bird poop on it.
Looks like it's being held together by a hope and a prayer.
Yeah, probably is. But so the ranch cadets would mark, like where we remember a lot of us cadets who were signing documents and stuff like that before we were shipped off to Clearwater. You know what I mean?
I heard about that.
You heard about that? Okay. We were signing all these non-disclosures and getting rid of pictures or anything that showed the property of the Int Ranch or the mountains in the background. It's so silly. Like, anyways, we had a whole right here was where they were doing the whole, like, all right, we're passing out these documents, and that was all done here. Here is where the motels is. We called it the motels. And this here is the courtyard. This whole inside here is the courtyard where they would yell in the morning to all the dorms around here, and they would say 6:30, wake up, and everybody would wake up. And at 7 o'clock, the governess group specifically would be at attention in their lines right here in the middle of the courtyard. You can't really see, but yeah.
Do you still remember all your attentions? Left face, right face?
100%.
Move your feet.
Okay. I could do it better than anybody. I could probably do it better than a military soldier.
I still remember all of it. And like, there's days that like I hear it on TV and I'm like,
It's like, how do we get rid of it? Yeah, yeah. Left face, right face, about face, oblique left, oblique left, oblique left, oblique right, to the rear, to the right. Yeah. About face, hand salute, two, dress right dress, ready to, at ease. Exactly. Like never ends. What do we do with this golden information?
We let the world know what it was like to grow up in what we didn't think was hell in the moment, but became hell.
Yeah, exactly. What we didn't think was hell in the moment. I'm sharing this again from Scientology's bullshit little PR website. So that's Loretta. She was our horse. But you see all these posts and you see the sheds. All this is, and these are also photos where they're not going to show you anything that shows any real out points or just naturalness. It's all like it's all put together. It's all done. So like, oh, there's nothing in here that looks too bad. Like, look, they have horses and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do remember the pets. We would see pets, and
we need to have pets and animals there to make it feel like a ranch in case somebody comes on. You don't want it to look so horrible.
Did you ever see Devil's Advocate?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what my childhood reminds me of. You can look, but you can't touch. You can touch, but you can't taste. You can taste it, but you just can't like it. It was almost like you could almost be a kid, but don't get too much.
Right.
You can almost be having fun, but don't like it. Don't.
You just have to understand it. You don't need to be connected.
Yeah, we don't need you to have individual thought.
Yeah.
Like that's just not going to work for us.
No, because the moment that, and when you do think about anything else or you have your own opinion about anything else, it's called other fish to fry or aberration, or you know what I mean? Oh, here's an up close. I really wanted to show. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with these lampposts. I just remember this stuff all the time. Like this is what we were building. These cadets were bringing these these little rocks, and then mixing the cement and doing all this, and then putting the gravel down here, and only, you know, like we're putting all this whole look together. This is old these are recent photos, so of course they're gonna.
It's just nutty.
Yeah.
I still were you involved? Were you at or you were probably at the ranch? I was part of the kids that got to paint AOLA. I think it was in like 86, 87. When AOLA was blue, but it was just being painted a newer color. I don't know if they've painted it since then, but I remember I had really long hair, and I somehow got all of this blue in my hair, and it was oil based, so I had to get my hair cut off.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, they were like, that looks very trashy. And why we don't need anybody questioning why somebody has paint in their hair.
Why there's a kid with paint in their hair that looks like the building that's just down the street. Yep, got it all cut off.
That is so funny. I had to put that up.
I love that people are so nice. I see one from Goldie.
Yeah, you better be hitting that up.
Well, it's hard sometimes because I'm trying to pay attention to you.
Oops. Well, what do you think? What do you think I have to deal with all the time? I can't even pay attention. I can't pay attention to people unless I was like really casual and stoned, and it was a stoner time, like it's a stoner thing. Otherwise, in the end, I have to like kind of scroll through and go through like, hi guys, oh good, yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about that. Remember that? Okay. Is there anything that you want me to show you that you know of? In particularly is there anything that you know of that you want me to show you? And I don't know of anything.
You can show me whatever you want. I mean, realistically, there's only certain places I remember because I was at Pac, and then I was at we were at Flag for a couple months.
Yeah.
I was on the Cadet Academy. Kid got his finger cut off. Do you remember those bread machines that used to slice everything? Because we would make the bread. Bread is made from scratch. Okay. In case anybody was wondering, how do they get so much bread? The cook fucking makes it, and a kid slides it through and prays to God that all their fingers are still attached.
So well, they did this.
Some of us lost fingers.
They did this at where? Because they did this for the Int Ranch cadets at the Gold Base, and Nucci was the one, and they would have the bread machines, and it was normal. Take a loaf of bread, drop it in the thing.
You slide it in, and then you take another one and
load
push
it in the
through.
bin. Right? Load it in the bin. Make sure there's a paper there. Load it in the bin. Exactly. Raisin bread, sourdough. We made it all, right?
Yeah. And then, and then no matter how many people ate at where we were living, because it was that 2-story, it looked like an old Motel 6. Like, that's the best way I can explain it now, is it looked like a Motel 6. The pool didn't work, and it was hotter than shit.
Yeah.
There was a brown fence, and then WOG neighbors, like full on WOG neighbors that did not like us. And then it was,
I feel like that's a lot for a lot of things. Anytime there was kids anywhere like that had to do with Scientology, like cadets in Pac Ranch or cadets at the Int Ranch or Clearwater, there was always the neighbors who were like, something's not right over there. Like they're always complaining or like without really knowing, because like they're thinking, what if they are doing something nice, and what if they are? But there's some sense, and they hear stuff and all sorts of things. And they're like, no, that stuff's crazy in there. You don't want to go in there.
Well, you had some kids in Florida, and I know there was some kids in Los Angeles that went to public school. I was not one of those lucky kids. I got to go to Pinewood, and then I got to go to our other school that was, again, a Scientology school. So I wasn't one of the lucky ones. My social skills were a 0. I'm pretty sure that's why I make so many jokes now, because I may not be sociable, but I can tell a joke like nobody's business. Sorry, I don't get punchlines though.
You're so funny. I know. That's so funny. I feel like you'll learn punchlines once you're not so focused on trying to fucking learn yourself and like life. Like, that's the thing. I mean, I feel like you're kind of like, okay, yeah, that was funny. And people are like, oh, you didn't get it. And you're like, no, laugh. I got it. I got it.
No. But I'm like, see, here's my fake laugh. Oh my God. That was funny. What the fuck?
Done. Like, that's it. That's all I got.
That is totally it. That's all I can do. I was not good at understanding. And now it's like, I found a way for me to get sarcasm. I just have to get high as a kite. And when I'm high, I all of a sudden understand jokes. And it's like,
well, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes the Mary Jane literally says, hey, honey, chill, relax your senses. And then you're like, wait, I'm so used to being like having to deal with things. And then it chills you and you go, oh, yeah, that's right. I
needed to chill.
I needed to chill. I don't need to do any of that. And I can do all of that in 5 minutes. I just need to chill right now. That's what it feels like for me. So cool. Okay. Well, this was really fun. I feel like this was a good halftime.
Do you have any more picture? Where's the pack pictures? That was our.
Should we go into there? Do you feel like you would know more pack stuff?
Yeah, I know more pack stuff. Like,
okay.
The Bluebill. I also remember Sasha Obolinski and.
No, I don't. I mean, I can't guarantee you. All I have. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up. Let me pull this shit up. Let me pull this shit up. Here we go.
You're right.
No, I found him. I was like, where?
It was like Shakira going? All of a sudden. Shakira. Oh, look. Hold on. I got to put this up.
Okay.
I think it says Siaxi Ladies.
Siaxi Ladies. Who is this Cornelius Antonius?
I don't know, but the fact that it says that made me laugh.
Siaxi ladies, because we are siaxi ladies. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We're not ready to be sexy ladies, but siaxi I'm good with.
Siaxi. Are you sexy enough to be here? All right, Liz, this is for you. Do you remember this kind of stuff?
You haven't put the picture up yet.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to press share. There.
Yes, I do remember shit like that.
So we were sent this. We were sent this to the Int Ranch as like look, the cadets.
This is what you should be.
No, they were kind of like trying to show us like, look, we're getting our ethics in. And we looked at this kind of like, okay. That's the beginning of the beginnings. But I was just, and this was the second way. Let me show you the second. So when we opened, so that was the front cover, right? And then when you open it up, this is what you saw on the next one. On the next.
Oh, course time. Oh yeah. My goodness. Yeah.
Like, oh, look at all these cadets. They're doing so great.
Oh, clay models. Yay.
The latest news from one of what is, oh, it went on to the other page. The rapidly expanding cadets, TCC, Technical Training Corps. That's what it is. And so look, they have a little, do you know who this is? It says Lori Strom. Lori Strom recently completed her pro metering course. Oh, whoops, sorry. I have a little.
Yeah.
A lot of people know who Lori Strom is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
I do.
Okay, so let's see what this one is. Oh, maybe this will look familiar to you. That's so horrible to say. Because this I don't think was at the Int Ranch. Although it looks very familiar, and that just could be because of all the. Do you see
there was so much digging?
No, this was like brush fires. Like when there were brush fires. This feels like it could be at the Int Ranch.
Yeah, I think that's with you guys because that's your guys' area.
Okay, but anyways, okay, hold on, coming down the stream, bro. Hold up, let's close that up. Okay, let's get into some. This is definitely Pac Ranch. Like there are. You
got to read that.
What is? I gave up pot.
I gave up pot for Scientology.
Just kept smoking. It's cheaper and has a much better effect. Who's Roxy? I hope that's a joke. Look at me.
That is a joke.
Look at me, you're like being so serious.
Like, what's going on? What's
wait? So now you're in Scientology? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Roxy, you might need to respond as to your current status.
Okay, so look here, Liz. Do you recognize any of these people? I know this right here is Samantha Holloway and her sister, I believe, Rebecca.
Were you with Amanda Smith? Since we're outing names.
No, but if they were at the Pac Ranch, then that would make sense because I only know really people.
She was not. She was gold.
And look at what they're holding up. Some what does that look like?
Is that a way to happiness?
No, it's some Scientology booklet. It looks like it says suppressive, or maybe it just says Scientology. Same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much, right up there in our Oh, I love the uniforms,
Oh yeah, the blue, similar to the RPF. All right, there's more, honey. I'm gonna show more of this on another thing. I feel like I'm gonna wrap it up soon too, but let's show one more Pac Ranch photo. We could totally do this even tomorrow night. I don't care. Let's do it. Can you see this one?
I have a picture similar to that.
Oh, do you? Okay. What do you have here? I feel like this is Felitza Huber. There's definitely a lot of people in here that I know. Oh my God. That's so funny. Play the game. What game are they playing? Maybe they're
get 3 steps.
I think it's their ARC steps. arithmetic math or whatever they're. Anyways, I don't have any fucking idea. It's just some bullshit. Look at all these little cute little upstat children.
Right. But the worst part is, look at their faces. You know, they're doing hip, hip, hooray.
And they're all joking. They're not like, yeah. It's like, they're all kind of like, as being a child like this, it's so funny. Like, it just looks almost like it's not like, who's this excited? Anyway, whatever. Okay, now we're just chit-chatting forever. But, okay, one more photo. Fine. Because there's literally, I have 100 here. Do you know who this is? Oh, I don't know why this is. He's probably a normal. I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing. Who's this? Do you know? Who's that teacher? Who's this dude right here? Who's that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, I do know who this is. This is Brandy Whitmore. And I would love to hear if she would leave. We were so close. She's still like, I feel like if anybody, yeah, Brandy Whitmore, her mom, Kathy, has been, anyways, I'm sure so many people are like in the chats or watching this in the future are going to be like, yes, I know who everybody is in this course room.
Right.
But anyways,
do you remember the Housens?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Molly's mom was, they were part of the AOLA kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we all hung out with the Obolinskis. It was the Obolinskis, the Housens, and myself. Because again, Sasha and I were going to get married.
I can't even freaking believe that. Wait, so Sasha Obolinsky, right?
Uh-huh. That's my first boyfriend.
No, but what I might be confused, but like, so one of the brothers was a chef, right? Am I wrong?
The stepdad was a chef at CC. He was the dessert. He did all the desserts at CC right after he got off the RPF.
Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
His mom was an auditor, but they were, for lack of better terms, like every kid knew that the mom and stepdad only gave a shit about Sasha. They made it a point to treat Yuri and Serge like garbage. And Ivan was no better. He was like, you're bothering me. Go away. You're bothering me.
You're being deaf T.
Yep.
No,
it was pretty disgusting.
Okay, so I have a random one. Not random. I mean, they're all. I just have photos, so we're gonna share them. What about this one? Do you know? And this, I just want to point out. Like, look, isn't this so gross? Of course, in a normal, even in an arts and crafts Christmas classroom, right? Apparently, that's what's happening.
I've seen this picture.
L. Ron Hubbard's face is always
everywhere,
in every single classroom. So this face has been fucking imprinted in our childhood memories forever.
So is his deep voice that,
Mr. Hubbard, many millions of words. Yeah.
I need you to listen to this many years ago.
And many millions of years ago. Back on. Like, that's how he, like, it's so hypnotic and gross. Anyway, so these are kids, again, like, under the spell of this bullshit god. He's no god. Liz, we can keep going. Should we save it for another time?
You getting tired? Because I'm okay to save it for another time. Because one of these days you're going to have to try this.
What is it? Yeah, let's close it. What is it?
Root beer.
Root beer Keith?
Mm-hmm. Did you just fall in love?
Do you have more than one of those right now in your apartment, in your house where you live?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes,
do you get them from the weed store?
Yep. I get it from my pretty favorite store.
And it tastes like root beer? Is there caffeine in it?
No.
I can drink it. That might be my next fun, ultimate yummy thing.
Mm-hmm. It definitely, because the neuralgia in my face, it makes it easier when I can't chew.
Is that a...
It sounds super dirty, but when when your neuralgia acts up, it basically, the trigeminal nerve goes right under your ear and by your mouth, and then comes across here. And so going hurts.
No, like it. No, like it. So this
I
is
could
nice
never be
to
straight.
just bubbly. Oh, that's so funny. You pervert, dirty little baby.
I know.
Oh, people are saying, yo, like, keep. Okay, guys, this is so cute. I think also I'm definitely loving I think we'll just end this fun little Int Ranch photos and video talk with, I'm going to adjust the episode so it says Int Ranch photos and video talk with Liz Ferris, random.
Absolutely. Did you ever get in trouble at the Pac Ranch or at Pac Base?
I was at the Int Ranch always.
Okay.
I was born at the Mama Shelter Hotel in Wilcox in Hollywood. And then it's called Mama Shelter now, but it was called the Wilcox. That's all.
Yeah, we called it the Wilcox.
And it was staff birthing for Sea Org members.
Shit staff building. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. These motherfuckers were everywhere. Okay,
if you lift your shoe, if you get your food, open your refrigerator. Why are we?
And let's be real. There was no ACs in any of the rooms at all.
I mean, I don't remember that.
Those stupid glass windows.
I was a 2-year-old, so I was just an operating thing who didn't really need my body at the time.
Yeah, you didn't really need to do any of that.
Oh yeah, baby.
No, so what I was going to mention is Amanda and Amanda's brother, Robin. So it was Robin and Amanda Smith.
Okay.
And their dad's name was Brian Smith. So you may know them. I have pictures of him when we were at Disneyland.
You have him now?
Well, not with me.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I can pull him. Hold on.
Out of your butt?
Didn't bring him. Yeah, I didn't.
Do you want me to pull up some more Pac Ranch photos, or what are you feeling?
No, it's okay. The reason I was asking is because Robin was the first brother I ever had, and he used to protect me like a brother. So I was hoping someone knew where it was.
Did he have a different last name?
No, his last name was Smith.
It's always just been Robin Smith. Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Him and his dad blew in, I want to say 87. Because he was on the RPF and he was losing his mind and he blew.
Oh, okay.
But realistically, he wasn't losing his mind. He was getting free.
Yeah, exactly. He was separating from the hypnosis and the poison and the crap and the lies and the bullshit. You're literally separating your reality from a whole group that's being put on you constantly to keep you organized and in your reality. And even yourself is being trained to be your own ethics enforcer. It's just insane.
Absolutely.
24/7.
And no, I used to get in trouble all the time because I would sneak into the RPF area so that I could go have breakfast with Brian, their dad.
Yeah, like just a moment of fun. That's what I mean. We constantly have to find moments of fun. Unfriggin' believable. All right. Well,
all right.
I love all
Laura,
y'all.
it was a pleasure.
Yes, Liz, you're a freaking awesome angel, baby.
And I found yellow.
Yellow. And I love that cute shirt. You look so sweet and cuddly and so fun with your happy look. I feel like you feel happy with your shirt.
Yeah, I had to get my Donkey Kong on.
I just like that. I just think that we all feel happy with our. Look at Liz. Do you have knowledge of OG Krill?
Are you talking about the original?
Wait, what did Roxy say? I don't know. I can't ask them now. But what did Roxy say? Look, maybe this rapidly contract. Look, she said, "I'm deadly," or he, they, she. I don't have no idea. I'm deadly serious at Lara FM about what?
Oh, so she quit in order to join Scientology. She quit smoking.
Yeah, I gave up Scientology. Okay.
And so she prefers the weed method. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I know, but they said Roxy said, now I'm dead serious about what? I gave up pot for Scientology. So are you still a Scientologist, Roxy? Because
no, see, look how it says it's cheaper and much better effect.
To just smoke the weed, right? Exactly. It's a cheaper and better
effect. It's cheaper.
Oh my God. What is this little schmuck's name?
Hold on. She's got to be able to hear you.
No. Oh yeah. I
said, what is this little schmuck's name?
This is Stella. I can kind of hear it through her earphone. It's okay, Liz.
Okay.
Stella
I just wanted to say good evening.
Nails. We're about to leave. This is so perfect.
I know. I was listening outside and I was giving haircuts to the children of the home. And I was so proud of Liz for doing her first stream with you all by herself on her own channel and welcoming her over to SPTV. So,
because she's a beautiful SP babe.
Right.
Stella needs her own ASMR channel where she just like licks the microphone.
I mean, and with you rubbing her, you know, I think that would zoomed in. I feel like that would be really good. I feel like maybe I should. How do I do it where only you guy? I wish I could zoom in on when you itch her. She's just like,
I would love it.
She's just so happy.
I love you
and
guys.
Also, we need to show. Is there any chance that your David Miscavige hater is around?
My who?
The David Miscavige hater. The one that when you say.
Are you talking about?
Oh.
The David Miscavige hater.
I could bring him in if you want. He was.
I just want to end the TV. I just wanted to.
You want to end it on a.
Just letting David Miscavige know his #1 hater is right here.
Oh, that's a good point because he's pretty scary. Hold on, let me go grab him.
Yeah, I mean he protects us all. Anything
yeah, because let's be realistic. You and I both. Well, you and I both have huskies, so they're not doing shit. They're gonna be like, rub my butt. Rub my butt.
No,
rub my
butt. Husky motherfucking is smart as fuck and fucking tells me everything. But she
Mine
also
tells
is
me all
like,
the time.
She's like, yep, there's nothing to see. Rub my butt. Rub my butt. So yes, you're correct. All right, guys, before we end this video and before David's #1 anti-hater doggy comes out, make sure to like and subscribe. And Liz Ferris's channel is now on, so make sure to like and subscribe. Here's the #1. This is what this human closer. David Miscavige.
Not your head, Betty. No boy.
This is what David Miscavige. Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you later.
We love you all. Thank you for being here. SPTV. Thank you, Degraded Daughters. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, you angel baby lover cakes. We see you all soon. Faster and better than you know it. Bye.
Somebody is searching for the right child. Somebody is telling you what's right. Now you're going to have to decide what you're gonna do the next step you take.